We're back again for some more One Piece 1037 discussion about all this other jazz and stuff. Now the main discussion today is going to be about Zunisha because there's a lot to be said, and I have a lot of theories. I'm very excited. This has got me like really excited. All this stuff about Zunisha possibly having a devil fruit and possibly being a devil fruit, which is oh my! I don't realize this guy, whoever this guy or girl is, or like attack or whatever, whoever this is, Okama or whatever, whoever has this fruit is gonna be so fucking raw, bro. Oh my god, walking around for 1,000 years, holy shit! And this is an actual person as well with a devil fruit. Oh, this is gonna be exciting. Now it could just come up, oh, the elephant ate it, so then that's solved. But if this is a person, bro, we're gonna get this is the rawest shit. This is gonna be the rawest. Oh, I'm so excited. There's so many things to think about. Um, you've got the idea that maybe the first ever mink, maybe in the what you call it, the fucking void century. Let's begin with how we think this whole Zunisha thing came about. Let's start with that. I personally believe at this point that okay, the first ever mink or the first ever like leader of the minks, like the guy who ruled over the minks in the void century or whatever. I believe he committed like a crime. Maybe he backstabbed like one of the people from the ancient kingdom, or like he fucked them over, and that's how they lost the to the 20 kingdoms. But he was like, I want to atone. So he had when Joy Boy was like, this is what we're gonna do for the future. He was like, I'll eat this devil fruit. And then whoever was the leader of the Kasuki clan at the time was like knock off 70 years old or 700-year old, and was like yeah, well, you see, just we'll walk around for 800 years or whatever, or for eternity until your crime is solved. So he's walking around and he decides to protect his own race from the world government's tyranny by by basically deciding, they can ride on my back, which I mean is a very good decision because it's helping his entire race for years, hundreds of centuries, hundreds of centuries, like 8 centuries. So I think, like, let me make that more succinct. So I believe the original leader of the Minks, committed a great sin, which caused the ancient kingdom to fall. But as repentance, he ate this mysterious ancient elephant fruit to protect his own kind from the 20 kingdoms, and also to repent for what he did to Joy Boy. That's my biggest theory right now on this. I think it's pretty plausible. It would make sense. It would also make this person the fucking coolest mink in the entire series. I want to see Zunisha's Sulong form, bro. Oh man, this is so exciting. But we can move on from that, from the origins, real quick. There are other possibilities, but I just want that one. I'm not even going to talk about other origin possibilities because I just want that one to happen. But let's move on. So let's talk about the voice of all things. For some reason, this person doesn't know how to speak, or Zunisha doesn't know how to speak. And I don't know, maybe it's like over 1,000 years you just forget, or whatever. Or is it that he can only speak the ancient language and only the people with the voice of all things can actually hear him, because it's like the voice of all things is like a translator. That's kind of, you know what I mean? It's like an in-body translator, and that's why it's kind of like that. But by that logic, Nico Robin should be able to understand them because she can speak it. But maybe she doesn't know how it sounds. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't know how it sounds. I have no idea. There could be a lot of ways to work around that. But this is very interesting because there was a big theory going on around 1014 about Momo being, was it Uranus? I can't remember which weapon it was, but one of the ancient weapons, and basically he called Zunisha here, and it looks like Zunisha's here now. Zunisha is in Wano at this point, but was it Big Man Momo? Was it Big Man Momo? Was it Big Man Momo? I don't know. We'll see. As I said in my chapter review, I think at this point, if it was Momo who called Zunisha here, and he is a quote unquote ancient weapon, there's not a doubt in my mind that Momo's gonna be the one joining the crew. Like, I wanted Yamato. I'm a big Yamato Nakama fan, and I'm gonna be praying until the end of the arc. We'll do a little prayer at every chapter review. At the start of every chapter review, we'll do a little prayer for this. But bro, I'm telling you right now, if that was Momo who called them off screen or something to do with Momo's coming aboard. It's gonna be like something like here's how it's gonna roll, right? There's two ways that I could see this going. Number one is my favorite outcome would be if Hiyori just took over Wano, right? Hiyori was like, I'll do a big brother. I'm the more experienced person. I've lived a life. I am mature. At this point, it's better for me to take over. And you want to travel with your friends, go ahead. You need to live life and experience life just like our father did. And then Yamato's like, I'll come as your retainer because I want to travel with Luffy as well. It is my job as your father's successor to guide you. And I feel like she'll calm down with the Odin stuff by then. Because I have a feeling she's going to understand that she doesn't need to be Odin to inherit his will by the end of the series. I feel like that's going to strengthen her as a person, and that's kind of her arc. I don't know. But that could be a total possibility. And then that's how we have Zunisha. Actually, imagine if Zunisha was like, imagine if Zunisha just started following them around. Like that's how they get up to Mary Joie. Zunisha just goes under the water for a second. He's like, hang on there, Minx. And like, and like comes back up and he has the ship on his fucking back. And he's like, okay, you wanna go to the red line to save your brother or whatever? Let's go. And he's like, all right, here's the stop. And he plants down and he's like, all right. And he just lifts them up and it's like, here you go. He lifts them up by his trunk and it's like plops them in the middle of Mary Joie. That would be so fucking hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie. I could totally like see Oda making a gag out of this. But here's the real question: what is a crusty old elephant gonna do as an ancient weapon, really? Because we saw he's easily injured. Jack was able to injure him very easily. So is there multiple ones like this? Is there like land giants that have multiple races? Maybe they're in slumbers because they don't need, or is there more fruits like this that we're gonna see? Maybe Kaido's fruit is an ancient weapon that Momo has some power over. And we see through him having the fruit that maybe this is how it happens. They have sort of connection through that. Maybe I don't know. There's a lot of different things that could happen. Um, Part of me just believes this is here to basically say Wano and Zunisha are connected in some way, or like the will. It could be a thing where like the will of the Kozukis was passed down to Zunisha, and like he has to protect Wano, or maybe Wano is like Zoe, where it's actually on top of someone who ate a devil fruit, but he's just sleeping. He decides, I'll go underwater and sleep. I don't know. Maybe he's dead. Maybe he literally died there, and his corpse is just keeping Wano above water. And Zunisha is like, that's how Zunisha is able to know where to go. I have no idea. There's so many different things that could go on with this arc and how Zunisha's going about it. But the more important thing is that it's a devil fruit, which means, as I said, this is a person, which I think, it's gonna be so cool. What if this is like, what if this is Rox, bro? What if like Rox is the guy from Zoe? He just oh, bro, he's not obviously because it's 800 years ago. This guy had the 800 years. Actually, this is a genuine devil fruit discussion. So is the guy who ate the fruit a recipient of the Eternal Youth surgery from another op user? That is the question. That is a big question now for this. Because I think we're going to see a lot more quote unquote immortal characters who are thousands of years old. But I think there's going to be a point in time where we see a lot of them and it's like the world government farmed the op fruit at some point. Like they'd find it, feed it to a slave, give them to learn how to use it, and then give the surgery. And the Ancient Kingdom might have done that as well to show the Ancient Kingdom's bad side. There's a lot of ways that they could go. I'm really excited to see how Oda ends up pulling it off. With this, it leads to a lot of thought processes because because I want to see the Ancient Kingdom not being all good, kind of all sacred. I want there to be grey areas, like there was in Skypiea with the Shandians and the Angels and Enel. Well, Enel was pure evil, but like two of the factions were in the grey area, and Enel was just there to have a bit of crack, and he wanted to ruin everybody's day. But there was a grey area in that war, so I want there to be when it comes to the Ancient Kingdom as well, whereas like they weren't entirely good. Maybe like, and maybe Zunisha reflects that, which I'm kind of excited to see how they handle that. But we'll see in later chapters what goes on with Zunisha, to be honest. And there's a lot. I think Momo is heavily involved. Hell, you never know. Hiyori could be involved, which I do want to speak on Hiyori at some point because, oh my god, I feel like she's going to be the first badass female character princess we're going to have since Vivi. And I'm really excited to see what happens there. But that being said, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you all next time. Have a good day. Why did I do that with this hand? Have a good day.